welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Old Town Temecula Community Theatre and today's performance of Matilda Jr., brought to you by the City of Temecula Youth Musical Theatre. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to Temecula stage, Matilda Jr.
Mommy says I'm a lousy little worm. My daddy says I'm a bore. My mommy says I'm a jumped up little germ, that kids like me should be against the law. My daddy says I should learn to shut my pie hole. No one's like a smart-mouthed girl like me. Mum says I'm a good case for population control. Dad says I should watch more TV.
Yes, sir, that's right, sir. 155 brand new luxury cars, sir.
Harry!
Hang on.
Look at this. She's reading a book. It's not normal for a 5-year-old. I think she might be an idiot.
Listen to this. It was the best of times. It was the worst of times.
Stop scaring your mother with that book, boy.
I'm a girl.
And she keeps trying to tell me stories, Harry. It's not normal for a girl to be all that thinking.
I'm gonna call you straight back. I'm trying to pull off the biggest business deal of my life, and I have to listen to this.
And what about me? I've got a whole house to look after. Dinners don't microwave themselves, you know. I'm off to bleach my roots, and I shan't be talking to you for the rest of the evening.
But I'm gonna make us rich.
How rich?
Very rich. You see, Russian businessmen are very, very stupid. Your genius husband is gonna sell them 155 knackered old bangers as brand new luxury cars.
But the cars will break down. What about the Russians?
Fair, listen to the boy.
I'm a girl.
Fair doesn't get you anywhere, you thick-headed twit brain. All I can say is thank heavens your brother Michael has inherited his old man's brains. Hey, son. Hey, son.
Michael. Well, I shall take that money when you earn it, and I shall spend it, but I shan't enjoy it because of the despicable way in which you've all spoken to me tonight.
This is your fault with your stupid books and your stupid reading.
That's not right.
you're off to school in a few days, and I know your headmistress, Agatha Trunchbull, and I've told her all about you. Scary woman she is. Used to compete in the Olympics, throwing the hammer. Imagine what she's gonna do to a horrible little goblin like you, boy.
I'm a girl.
Now get off to bed, you little bookworm.
Jack and Jill went up the hill to fetch a pail of water. So they said their subsequent fall was inevitable. They never stood a chance, they were written that way. I wonder why they didn't just change their story. What's all we have to do with we're told about, surely. Sometimes you have to be a little bit naughty. Just because you find that life's not fair, it doesn't mean that you just have to grin and bear it. If you always take it on your chin and wear it, nothing will change. Even if you're told you can do a lot, you mustn't let a little thing like little stop you. If you sit around and let them get on top you, might as well be saying you think that it's okay, and that's not right. And if it's not right, you have to put it right. But nobody else is gonna put it right for me. Nobody but me is gonna change my story. Sometimes you have to be a little bit naughty. Platinum blonde hair dye. Extra strong. Keep out of reach of children. Oil of violet hair tonic for men. Yep.
Son, a man's hair is his greatest asset. Good hair means a good brain.
Your hair! It's green!
My hair's green.
Why did you do that?
Maybe you used some of Mummy's peroxide by mistake.
Exactly what you've done, you stupid man.
My hair, my lovely, lovely hair. I've got my deal today. The Russians, what am I gonna do?
I know what you can do.
What?
You can pretend you're an elf.
What are you talking about, you fool? The boys are loony.
Mum, would you like to hear a story?
Oh, don't be disgusting. The sooner you're locked up in school, the better.
Matilda, what a pleasure to see you here in the library again.
Yes. I mean, my mum wanted me to stay at home with her, but I think it's good for grown-ups to have their own space.
Your parents must be proud to have a girl as clever as you. And do you tell them stories like you tell me? Oh, I love your stories, Matilda. That's a hint, by the way.
Once upon a time, the two greatest circus performers in the world, an escapologist and an acrobat, fell in love and got married.
They performed some of the most incredible feats together, and people would come from miles around.
Kings, queens, celebrities, and astronauts, and not just to see their skill, but also their love for one another.
Which was so deep that it was said that cats would purr as they passed them, and dogs would weep with joy.
They moved into a beautiful old house.
And although they loved each other, they were sad.
We have everything.
Everything.
But the
child.
Their sadness overwhelmed them, and their work became the only place they could escape the tragedy of their lives. So they decided to perform the most dangerous feat ever known to man. It is called
The burning woman hurling through the air with dynamite in her hair over sharps and spiky objects,
Caught by the man locked in the cage.
and it is the most dangerous feat ever known to man.
It is
Is our destiny.
What happens next?
I don't know. Bye, Miss Phelps. I'll see you tomorrow.
After your first day of school.
My name is Miss Honey, and today's a very special day. Your first day at school. Now, this. Lavender.
Is the first word tomato?
No, but tomato is a very nice word.
Yes.
Matilda.
I can now read words.
So, Matilda, you can read words?
Yes, well, I needed to learn to read words so that I could read sentences. Because basically, a sentence is just a big bunch of words. If you can't read sentences, you've got no chance of books.
And have you read a whole book yourself?
More than one. I love books. Last week, I read quite a few.
A few? What books did you read?
Nicholas Nickleby, Oliver Twist, Jane Eyre, The Lord of the Rings, Crime and Punishment, and The Cat in the Hat.
Don't be pathetic. You can do this. Ahem.
Enter. Well, don't just stand there like a tissue. Get on with it.
Miss Trenchford, in my class there's this little girl called Matilda Wormwood.
Daughter of Mr. Harry Wormwood, owner of Wormwood Motors. Excellent man. Told me to watch for the brat, though. Cecil Wart.
Oh, no, headmistress. I don't think Matilda's that type of child at all.
Miss Honey, what is the school motto?
Bambinatum est...
Bambinatum est magitum. Children are maggots. In fact, it must have been her put that stink bomb on my desk this morning. I'll have her for that. Thank you for suggesting it.
But I didn't. Miss Trenchford, Matilda Wormwood is a genius.
Nonsense.
It is my opinion that this little girl should be placed with the 11-year-olds.
We cannot just place her with the 11-year-olds. What kind of society would that be? What about rules, honey? Rules.
I believe Matilda Wormwood is an exception to the rules.
An exception to the rules? In my school? Look at these trophies, see how my trophies gleam. In the sunlight, see how they shine. What do you think it took to become English hammer throwing champion? 1969. Do you think in that moment, when my big moment came, that I treated the rules with casual disdain? No, 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 no! If you want to throw the hammer for your country, you have to stay inside the circle all the time. And if you want to make the team, you don't need happiness or self-esteem. You just need to keep your feet inside the line. Sing, children, 2, 3, 4. If you want to throw the hammer for your country, you have to stay inside the circle all the time. And if you want to teach success, you don't use sympathy or tenderness. You have to force the little squints to toe the line. Sing, Jenny! If you want to throw the hammer for your country, you have to stay inside the circle all the time. I apply just one simple rule to everything life at school. Life's a ball, so learn to throw it. Find the belly line and toes, and always keep your feet inside the line. Now get out!
Well, I must tell you, headmistress, that it is my opinion to help this little girl, whether you like it or not.
stupid, nasty, question-asking Russians.
Oh, don't tell me we're not rich.
They took one look at the mileage on the first car, and they said that the cars were knackered. I told them the mileage was so high because of a manufacturing mistake.
So you lied.
Of course I lied.
And they didn't believe you.
Of course they didn't believe me. I've got green hair.
I've got hair.
And what's this? Another flaming book. What's wrong with the telly?
No, it's a lovely book. Honest, you should read it. I'm sure you...
Here's what I think of your lovely...
No, it's a library book. No, stop that. No, please. I have to return that. Please. No, it's a library book. Stop. No, not that, please.
Oh, you show the little brat. I'm late for my dance lesson with Rudolfo.
Do we have any super glue?
in the cupboard. And while you're at it, why don't you stick that stupid book to your stupid head? Come on.
Just because you find that life's not fair, it doesn't mean that you just have to grin and bear it. If you always take it on your chin and wear it, nothing will change. Even if little you can do a lot, you mustn't let a little thing like little stop you. If you sit around and let them get on top, you might as well be saying you think that it's okay, and that's not right.
Got my eye on you, boy.
I'm a goth.
Matilda, do all those brains in there give you a headache? I mean, it's got to hurt all of them squished in there.
No, it's fine. I think they just fit.
Well, I better hang around just in case they start to squeeze out of your ears. I'm having it, and I think it's probably for the best if we're best friends.
Hide me! Hide me! Hide me! Hide me! Someone put a whole can of treacle onto the transpo's chair. Somebody told her I did it, and now she's after me.
That's not fair.
Once Agatha Trunchbull decides you're guilty, you are squished.
They're saying she's gonna put me in chokey.
What's chokey?
They say it's a cupboard in an office that she throws children into. It's lined with nails and spikes and bits of broken glass.
There's a place you are sent if you haven't been good, and it's made of spikes and wood, and it isn't wide enough to sit. And even if you could, there are nails on the bottom, so you wish you stood. When the hinges creak and the door is closed, you cannot see squat, not the end of your nose. And when you scream, you don't know if the sound came out or if the scream in your head even reached your mouth. All right, when did this happen?
20 minutes ago. Why? She's coming!
You better hide. Quick, blazes!
Please don't tell her where I am, Matilda. She'll...
Now!
Where is the maggot known as Nigel?
He's over there, under those coats. Where he's been for the past hour, actually.
What? An hour?
Oh, yes. suffers from a rare but chronic sleeping disorder called narcolepsy. The sufferer falls asleep, often without any warnings. We put him under those coats for safety. Didn't we? Didn't we? Definitely. He'll probably think he's in bed when he wakes up.
Is it time for school yet, Mum? Huh? Where am I? This isn't my bedroom at all. Oh, hello, Miss Trunchbull.
Amanda Thripp.
Yes, Miss Trunchbull?
What have I told you about wearing pigtails? I hate pigtails.
But my mummy says they make me look pretty.
Then your mother, get out of my way, is a twit! Your name?
Matilda? Matilda Wormwood?
Well, Wormwood, you have just made a very big mistake.
Just so you all know, she's my best friend.
Wow!
Yes, sir. Completely different car, sir. Oh, green hair. Yeah, it was, National Green Hair Day. A celebration of all of the wonderful green things in the world. Like lettuce and snot. Tomorrow at 1? Yes, sir. Absolutely, sir. Bye-bye, sir. Now, that is how you do... 1 second. I'm gonna leave this on. It looks like rain. Yeah.
Who was that? Oh, hi. Yes, my name is Miss Honey, Matilda's teacher.
Bit busy right now.
It will only take a moment.
Well, come in if you must. It's Rodolfo. He's my dance partner. We're rehearsing.
Ciao.
Parlo Italiano, bene.
What? Who is this Bibbs? You know what interruptions do to my energy flow, eh?
What do you want, Miss Chutney?
It's Miss Honey. Well, as you know, Matilda's in the bottom class, and children in the bottom class aren't really expected to read.
Well, stop her reading then. Trust me, we've already tried.
Bibbs, I can feel it in my hips, sir. Don't waste this.
Look, Miss Hussey, I'm not in favor of girls getting all clever pants. Looks are more important than books. Now, look at you. Look at me. You chose books. I chose looks. Good day.
I beg your pardon?
Bibbs, I'm on fire here. Please.
But Matilda can calculate complicated figures in her head in an instant.
Calculate this.
Oh, fantastico!
Her mind is incredible. With a little help from us, she could easily...
Mind? Her mind? You really don't know anything, do you? Somewhere along the way, my dear, you've made an awful error. You oughtn't blame yourself now. Come along. You seem to think that people were clever. It's very quaint, it's very sweet, but wrong. smarty pants what go round, claiming that they know stuff we don't know. Now here's a tip. What you know matters less than the volume with which what you don't know is expressed. Content has never been less important, so you have got to be loud. Good, you gotta learn to stick up and stick out from the crowd. A little less flat, a lot more heel. A little less fact, a lot more feel. A little less brains, a lot more hair. Little less head, a lot more derriere. No one's gonna tell you when to shake your tush. Well, you gotta lie, don't hide it under a bushel. No one's gonna look if you don't stand out. No one's gonna listen if you don't shout. No one's gonna care if you don't care. So go put some highlights in your hair, 'cause you gotta highlight what you got. Even if what you got is not a lot, you gotta be loud. You gotta give yourself permission to shine. Stick up and be proud. You so need a makeover. You gotta be loud, 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 loud. You gotta be loud.
Stop being pathetic, Jenny. Just get on your feet, Jenny. You are going to march in there and give them a piece of your mind. Leave it alone, Jenny. The more that you try, the more you'll just look like a fool. This is not your problem. You've not got the spine. You are a teacher, just go back to school. But this little girl, this miracle, she seems not to know that she's special at all. And what sort of teacher would I be if I let this little girl fall? I can't see this little girl needs somebody strong to fight by her side. Instead, she's found me, pathetic little me, and another door closes, and Jenny's outside.
And so, the great day arrived. Everything was arranged by the acrobat sister, a frightening woman who used to be an Olympic-class hammer thrower who loved nothing better than to scare the children of the town. Suddenly, out came the escapologist.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, the burning woman hurling through the air with dynamite in her hair over sharks and spiky objects, caught by the man locked in the cage, has been cancelled.
No!
Cancelled because my wife is pregnant.
So it has a happy ending.
No. Just then, the acrobat sister stepped forward and produced a contract.
I have paid for the posters, the publicity, the catering, and the toilet facilities. Where is my profit? A contract is a contract. You two will perform on this day or off to prison you both shall go.
No. No. What happens next?
I don't know yet. I'll see you tomorrow.
Matilda, starting tomorrow, I shall bring a selection of very clever books that will challenge your mind. You may sit and read them while I teach the rest of the class, and if you have any questions, I shall do my best to answer them. How does that sound? Matilda, why, this is the biggest hug in the world. You're going to hug all the air out of me.
Matilda Wormwood, where is...
Yes, Miss Trunchbull?
Aha! So you admit it, do you?
Admit what, Miss Trunchbull?
This morning, this foul carbuncle sneaked like a serpent into the kitchen, stole a slice of my private chocolate cake right from my tea tray.
No, I did not.
Miss Trunchbull, Matilda's been here all morning.
Standing up for the little spitball, are you? Well, this crime took place before school started. Therefore, she is guilty.
Okay, look. I stole the cake, and honestly, I was really, definitely, sort of, almost thinking about owning up. But I was having a lot of trouble with my belly. See, the Trunchbull's cake was so good that it scoffed it down too quick, and now it was beginning to fight back. See?
I didn't do anything.
You are a crook and a thief, and I shall crush you.
A huge cloud of chocolatey gas wafted from my mouth and drifted full into the face of the Trunchbull.
Bruce Bogtrotter,
Yes, Miss Trunchbull?
you liked my cake, didn't you, Bruce?
Yes, Miss Trunchbull. I'm very
Oh,
sorry.
as long as you enjoyed the cake, that's the main thing.
Is it?
Yes, Bogtrotter, it is.
Well, I did. Thank you.
Wonderful, marvelous. That makes me so happy. Gives me a warm glow in my lower intestine. Oh, cook! What's the matter, Bogtrotter? Lost your appetite?
Well, yes, I'm full.
I will tell you when you are full. And I say that criminals like you are not full until I've eaten the entire cake. No buts, eat.
Headmistress, help me sit.
He should have thought of that before he decided to steal my cake. Eat.
He can't.
Eat.
Might explode.
Eat.
A single slice, or even two, Bruce, might have been nice. But even you, Bruce, have to admit, between you and it, there's not a lot of difference in size. He can't, he surely can't, he surely can.
carried away.
Oh, that's all right. Jenny, we all get carried away sometimes. Even me. Well done, Bogtrotter. Good show. Well, come on, Bogtrotter.
What?
Oh, did I not mention? That was the first part of your punishment. There's more. And the second part is choking!
No, Miss Trunchbull, please, you can't.
Do you think I would allow myself to be defeated by these maggots? Did you? Who do you think I am, Miss Honey? A weakling? An idiot? You?
No, not that! Not choking! No! Please, no!
That's not right!
Matilda, thank God you're here. I'm dying for the next part of the story. I haven't slept a wink.
Mrs. Phelps, where is the revenge section?
What? Is there a child at school who's behaving like a bully?
Not a child, exactly. Do you want to hear the next part of the story?
What are we waiting for?
As they prepared themselves for the most dangerous feat that had ever been performed, the acrobat gave her husband a kiss.
Smile. We've done this thousands of times.
Okay. First, I escape from the cage, lean out, catch you with one hand, grab the fire extinguisher with the other, and blow out the flames, and they'll specially design dress before they reach the dynamite and blow your head off.
Sorry. Go on.
The trick started well. The moment the dress was set alight, the acrobat swung into the air. She hurled at the sharks and spiky objects. Suddenly, the padlocks pinged open and the huge chains fell away. The door flung open and the escapologist reached out to catch his wife and the child.
Oh, I can't look.
He grabs her hand and suddenly the flames are covered in foam before they can both be blown to pieces.
Hooray! So the story does have a happy ending?
No,
No.
the escapologist used just a touch too much foam. Suddenly, their hands became slippy and she fell.
Did she survive?
She broke every bone in her body, except the ones at the ends of her little fingers. She lived long enough to have the child.
Love our daughter with all your heart. She is all we ever wanted.
And then, she died. And then, things got worse.
Worse? Oh no, Matilda, they can't get worse.
I'm afraid they did, because the escapologist was so kind. He never blamed the evil sister for what had happened. In fact, he asked her to move in with him to look after his daughter. She was nothing but cruel to the little girl, beating her if she ever did anything wrong, but always in secret, so the escapologist never suspected a thing.
Let's call the police.
Mrs. Phelps, it's just a story.
What? Oh, yes, of course. I'd better go.
that you have to fight beneath the bed each night to be a grown-up. When I grow up,
Just because you find that life's not fair for it doesn't mean that you just have to grin and bear it. If you always take it on your chin and wear it, nothing will change.
when I grow
Just because I find myself in this story, it doesn't mean that everything is written for me. If I think the ending is fixed already, I might as well be saying I think that it's okay. And that's not right.
Everyone, come on, gather round. Come on. I want my family to share my triumph. Not you, boy.
I'm a girl.
155 knackered old bangers on my hand. How could I possibly make the mileage go back? I couldn't very well drive each one backwards, could I?
Backward!
When suddenly I had the most genius idea in the world. I grabbed a drill, and using my incredible mind, I grabbed the drill and attached it to the speedometer on the first car, turned it on, and whacked it into reverse.
Backwards!
Exactly. Within a few minutes, I had reduced the mileage to practically nothing.
Backwards!
Then, 10 minutes later, the Russians show up with their expensive suits, dark glasses, and
Russians are nocturnal. I saw it on the program last night.
That was a program about badgers.
Same thing. And did it work? Oh, fantastico! Now I'll be able to afford Rodolfo all day long.
But they trusted you, and you've cheated them.
What have we done to deserve a child like you?
you know what I'm gonna do tomorrow? I'm gonna go down to that school, and I'm gonna tell your teacher that you're never to be let in again.
What?
And if she does, I'll have her fired, and you'll never read another stinking book again as long as you live, young man.
I'm a girl.
Now go back to your room, you nasty little creep. Backwards.
The escapologist's daughter suffered in silence, never saying a single word about the evil aunt's bullying. This only encouraged the woman to greater cruelties, until one day she exploded.
You are a useless, filthy, nasty little creep!
The aunt beat her and threw her into a dank, dark, dusty cellar, locked the door, and went out.
Have I been so lost in grief that I've forgotten the one thing that mattered to us most? I love you so much, I shall spend the rest of my life making it up to you.
But when the little girl fell asleep, the escapologist's thoughts turned to the acrobat's evil sister.
Bullying children is her game, is it? Then let us see what she can do when the wrath of a grown man stands before her.
But that was the last the little girl ever saw of her father.
before Matilda.
Not on my watch. There is an age for reading and an age for being a filthy little toad. These are toads. Aren't you, Bog Trotter?
Yes, Miss Trunchbull, only Bog Trotter here is now a good toad.
Sit. Miss Honey, you believe in kindness and fluffiness and books and stories. That is not teaching. To teach a child, we must first break the child. Quiet, you maggots!
But no one was speaking, Miss Trunchbull.
Miss Honey, when I say quiet, you maggots, you are entirely included in that statement. Where is my jug of water?
I'll get it, Miss Trunchbull.
Stupid girl. Look at you all. Nasty, disgusting, revolting, I say. I think it's time we toughened you all up with a little phys ed. This school of late has started reeking. Quiet, maggots, when I'm speaking. Reeking with the most disturbing scent. Only the finest nostrils smell it, but I know it oh too well. It is the odor of rebellion. It's the bouquet of dissent. The smell of rebellion comes out in the sweat, and phys ed will get you sweating, and it won't be long before I smell a pong of aiding and abetting. A bit of phys ed will tell us who has a head full of rebellious thoughts. Hold, just like a rotten egg floats to the top of a bucket of water. The whiff of insurgents, the stench of intent, the reek of prepubescent protest, the funk of defiance, the odor of coup, the waft of anarchy and progress. Once we've exorcised these demons, they shall be too poop or scheming. Some double-time discipline should stop the rot from setting in. All right, let's step it up. Double time. 1, 2, 3, 4. Discipline. For children who aren't listening, that Miss I need to teach you. It's an issue we can fix. There is no mystery to mastering the art of class of mistressing. It's discipline. The smell of rebellion, the stench of revolt, the reek of prepubescent plotting, a whiff of resistance, the pong of dissent, the funk of moral fiber rotting. Let's bring this odor home. The smell of rebellion, the stench of revolt, the reek of insubordination, the whiff of resistance, the pong of dissent. And I will not stop till you are squashed, till this rebellion is squashed, till glorious sweaty discipline has washed this sickening stench away.
Look what I found. A newt. I'm going to put it in the trunk.
Quiet!
I don't think this is teaching at all. I think it's just cruelty.
That is because you, Miss Honey, are pathetic. You are weak. You are, in fact, a sniveling little newt. You!
What? No, not me.
Cockroach! You did this, you vile, repulsive, malicious little sinner!
Oh, no, stop!
Leave him alone, you big fat bully!
How dare you! You are not fit to be in this school. You ought to be in prison. In the deepest, dankest, darkest prison, I shall be wheeled out, strapped to a trolley with a muzzle over your mouth. I shall!
Have you ever wondered, will I have a bow tie when I say rad? For example, there's no way of knowing if rad means the same thing in your head as rad means in my head when someone says rad. I'm not sure, but I wonder if inside my head I'm not just a bit different from some of my friends. These answers that come into my mind and bit in these stories delivered to me fully printed. When everyone shouts like they seem to like shouting, this noise in my head is incredibly loud, and I just wish they'd stop. My dad and my mum and the telly and the stories would stop for just once. And I'm sorry, I'm not quite explaining this right. This noise becomes anger, the anger is light. This burning inside me which would usually fade, but it isn't today. And the heat and the shouting, my heart is pounding, my eyes are burning. Suddenly, everything is quiet. Like silence, but not really silent. Just that still sort of quiet, like the sound of a page being turned in a book, or a pause in a walk in the woods. And though the people around me, their mouths are still moving, the words they are forming cannot reach me anymore. And it is quiet, and I am warm, like I've sailed into the eye of the storm. Go on. Tip. Tip over. Tip. Tip. Tip over.
And I tell you that there is nothing I shall not do, no length to which I shall not go, no punishment I shall not. What is it? What is it? The newt. It's heading north. I've got a newt in my blue mind.
Well, that was interesting. I think we all better go home while we still can. Matilda?
What? I moved it with my eyes. Am I strange?
Would you fancy a nice cup of tea?
What do you think this is? This thing with my eyes?
I can't pretend I know, Matilda, but I don't believe we should be frightened with it. I think it has something to do with that incredible mind of yours.
You mean there's no room in my head for all my brains, so they have to squish out through my eyes?
Well, not exactly, but yes, something like that. You certainly are a special girl, Matilda. I met your mother. She's unusual. What about your father? Is he proud to have a daughter as clever as you?
Oh, yeah. He's always saying, Matilda, I'm very proud to have a daughter as... That's not true. He's not proud at all. He calls me a liar and a cheat and a nasty little creep.
I see. Well, here we are. Home sweet home.
Are you poor?
Yes, Yes, I am, very.
Don't they pay teachers very much?
Well, they don't actually, but I'm poorer than most because of other reasons. See, I used to live with my aunt, but one day I was out walking and I came across this little old shed. I fell completely in love with it. So I ran to the farmer and begged him to let me move in. He thought I was mad, but he agreed and I've lived here ever since.
But Miss Honey, you can't live in a shed.
I'm not strong like you, Matilda. You see, my father died when I was young. Magnus was his name and he was very kind, but when he was gone, my aunt became my legal guardian. She was mean and cruel like you can hardly imagine. And when I got my job as a teacher, she presented me with a bill for looking after me all those years. She made me sign a contract to pay her back every penny. She even produced a document that said my father had given her his entire house.
But did he really do that? Just give her his house?
I find it hard to believe he really left it to her. Just like I cannot believe he would have killed himself, which is what she said had happened.
You think she did him in, don't you, Miss Honey?
I cannot say, Matilda, but all I know is that being bullied by that woman for years made me, well, pathetic. I was trapped.
Let's go to the police!
What? No, Matilda, we can't. Besides, my aunt is a much respected woman.
Who is she?
I can't say.
Who is she?
Matilda, I can't.
Who is she?
It's Miss
Trunchbull.
Yes.
Class is going to have a very special spelling test. Any child who gets one single answer wrong shall go to choking. What are you looking at?
You. Let's see. You. Spell newt.
Newt. N-E-W-T. Newt.
What?
Miss Honey taught us. She's very good at teaching.
Nonsense! You stand up, turn around, and spell the one thing that you all are. Revolting.
Revolting. R-E-V-O-L-T-I-N-G. Revolting.
You're cheating!
I've taught them, that's all, with kindness and patience and respect.
How dare you bring those words into my classroom, madam? You know nothing of teaching, and I shall prove it. You stand up and spell Angelicomanile septricolisthemosis.
What? But that's not even a word, you just made it
Spell
up.
or go to choking. And I should warn you, it has silent letters.
A-M-C-H-E-L-L-A.
Oh dear. Oh dearie, dearie, dear.
K?
I'm so sorry. It was a silent Z. You're going to choking!
Cat. C-A-F. Cat. I spelled it wrong, miss. You have to put me to choky too.
What?
Dog. D-Y-P. Dog. And me.
Table. X-A-B-F-Y. And me.
What are you doing? What's going on? Stop this!
You can't put a soul in the choky. Banana. G-T-A-A-B-L. Bully. P-Y-T-L-F-R-S-W. Revolting. A-U-R-N-E. Revolting.
You can't put me in choky. You have to put Saul in choky, miss. Come now, maggots. Did you think I hadn't thought of that? I've got chokies for each and every every one of you.
Look, there's writing on the chalkboard.
This is Magnus.
No, it can't be.
Give my Jenny back her house. Then leave, or I will get you. Like you got me.
Never again will she get the best of me. Never again will she take away my freedom. And we won't forget the day we
Fought for the right to be a little bit naughty. Never again.
the decade don't stop.
Never again.
Let people eat it.
Never again.
Like doubting we
My mommy says I'm a miracle. Never again. Never again will we live behind bars. Never again. No, we know we are revolting children living in revolting times. We sing revolting songs using revolting rhymes. We'll be revolting children till our revolting done, and we'll have the trunks revolting. We're revolting. We are revolting children living in revolting times. We sing revolting songs using revolting rhymes. We'll be revolting children till our revolting done, and we'll have the trunks revolting. We're revolting. We become a screaming chorus. Tick tock, roll, hook, stick, and music, and then swords. Never again will we be ignored.
And draw rude pictures on the board.
We're revolting! We can SBL how we like it, but none of us wrong is right. Everyone and I want to see why. We're a little bit naughty, so we don't stay inside the lines. If we disobey at the same time, there's nothing that a tranquil can do. You didn't think you could push us too far, but it's never again. R-E-V-O-L-T-I-N. Revolting time! U-S-I-N-G. U-S-I-N-G. We'll be R-E-V-O-L-T-I-N-G. It is too late for you. We are revolting. We are revolting children living in revolting times. We sing revolting songs using revolting rhymes. We'll be revolting children. Dun, dun, dun. It is too late for you. We are revolting.
A few days later, I received a letter. It said that my parents' will had turned up, and I was now the owner of a beautiful old house that had once been owned by my evil aunt, one Agatha Trunchbull.
Who was never seen again. The Chuckies were immediately destroyed, and a new headmistress took over.
And her name was Miss Honey. And it was often said it was the best school in all the land.
Matilda was never able to move things with her eyes again. She said she had no need for superpowers, but she was still stuck with the parents, who were cruel and called her names.
Well, don't just stand there. We're going to Spain forever.
Spain? But why?
Because this twit brain sold 155 old bangers to the Russian mafia.
They're here. Hide.
What is the damage my legs? My beautiful legs! Where is your father?
He's... I don't know.
The wormwood is a very stupid man and assumed I was stupid too. That is a very, very stupid and rude thing to do.
Yes, but I'm afraid my father is quite rude and very stupid.
Seems smart. Sadly, in my line of work, I don't often meet smart people like you. The people I meet, their thinking is all backwards.
Backwards.
No, get down. No.
I could have one of my friends teach your father manners. And one day, when he leaves hospital, he will still be stupid, but not as rude. What do you say?
This is a very tempting offer, but I think I've had enough of revenge.
Your father is very, very lucky to have you as his daughter.
Quick! Let's get out of here before they come back!
Wait! Let Matilda stay here with me.
I beg your pardon.
Mr. Wormwood, I would love to take Matilda. I'd look after her with love and respect, and I'd pay for everything.
You mean leave our daughter here with you?
Dad, you call me your daughter?
Do you want to stay here with Miss Annie?
Yes, I do.
And you want to look after her?
I do.
Well, we are kind of short of room. Okay, yeah, bye. Come on, let's go. Move it. Move it or lose it, people. Let's go.
And Matilda leapt into Miss Honey's arms.
And hugged her.
And Miss Honey hugged her back. As the Wormwoods
And
Rodolfo sped away into the distance because they had found each other.
Yes, they had found each other.